Hello, hello, hello. Come on in the room, good people. Tag a neighbor, tag a friend, let them know what today is. This is Thursday, and I am Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consultants bringing you your weekly HR 101 tip for the week. Everyone in the room, I will not be before you long. Have some things I need to discuss just a little bit with you. We're going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Before we get started, I want to say I hope everybody enjoyed their Valentine's Day on Tuesday. A big shout out to Delicious Temptations with Tony and Anthony and Michael and the whole entire Delicious Temptations team. If you have not experienced them on their Valentine's Day night, oh my God, you missed out on a beautiful experience. I'll be back next year. I enjoyed it so very, very much. As well as thank you to my Augusta family who stopped by to see me on yesterday. I'll be back next week. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this because I want to know for my small business owners, are you safe? And you say, Miss Ada, what do you mean by are we safe? Glad you asked because I need to know, want you to know, I'm asking, are you safe? Because if something was to happen in your company, in your building, if you own a cleaning company, if you own a boutique, if you're just a small business owner, maybe you own a funeral parlor, and maybe you own a small grocery store. Whatever your particular business may be, as a small business owner, are you safe? Because as you all know, as human resources professional, we are an advocate for the company, but we're also an advocate for the employees. So therefore, if something was to happen within your company, do you know that you could be on the hook? Do you know that they can come, a customer, if that customer is injured, they can come after you with everything that you could possibly own. And we do not want that to happen to you. Because if something was to happen in your establishment, look around. I want you to go back into your establishment on tomorrow. I want you to look around and see if something was to happen as an owner, as a business owner. Can you say, you know what, we're covered, we're good? If someone was to get injured, do I have someone who can do an investigation? If someone was to get injured, do I have the proper signs up to say, watch your step, be mindful of the rug, or are my wet floor signs out? Why do we have this rug or runner or what have you? Why do we have it in that particular area? If you cannot answer those questions, then you may want to give ABC a call at 501-291-1650. In addition to, you have to ask yourself, have I trained my team properly in knowing what to do if something was to happen on site? Do they know, do my managers, my leaders, or my supervisors, do they know how to do an accident report or an incident report? Do they know how to do a follow-up with the customer if they were to get injured? Who do we need to call? And what are the steps that we need to take to ensure that our company is covered? So therefore, you have to ask yourself, are you safe? As a small business owner, am I safe? Will I lose everything that I have if someone was to get injured at my place of business? Now, remember, again, we as HR professionals, we don't look to cause problems for the employees or the employer. But we are here to be an advocate for the employers as well as the employees. Our job is to keep you out of legal trouble. Do you know if you're safe if someone was to file a harassment suit against you? Be it discriminatory for age, race, religion. Do you have anything in place to help you along those lines? If not, then you may want to give ABC a call at 501-291-1650. You also may want to send us an email and say, I think I need to have a conversation with you at ABC HR101.com. That's ABC at ABCHR101.com. Because you may say, but I have an accountant. Your accountant knows tax laws, but do your accountant know HR laws? A couple of weeks ago, I asked you about your I-9, because everybody say, well, I've sent my I-9 forms to my accountant. But do your accountant know they're supposed to fill out page 2? Because if your page 2 is not completed, then you're not in compliance. You could get fined for that. You are not safe. So it is very important that you consider having someone with an HR background to make sure your HR department or your files are correct. They are accurate. That is what HR is here for. Again, we make sure that the company stays out of legal trouble. We want to ensure that you know what it is that you are supposed to do, that your employees have the proper training that they need in case someone is injured in your place of establishment. We want to make sure that your managers, your supervisors understand the importance of if someone was to get injured, if someone had a discriminatory suit, if someone had a harassment charge against the company, that they know what it is they are supposed to do. Go into your establishment on tomorrow. Be honest with yourself and sit at the desk and say, if something was to happen, do I have the necessary steps in place in order to protect myself, as well as my company, as well as your investment that you have made all these years? Because if not, give ABC a call. If you're going to watch this on the replay, thank you very much. Please remember, like, comment, tag, and share, because we want to make sure that everyone is able to keep what him or her have worked so very, very hard for. This was a very important topic for me on tonight, because I've seen firsthand how companies do not take the time to protect their managers, supervisors, leaders, as well as the consumer when they come into their place of business. This can be very crucial. It could be very costly. And what we do not want to do is just assume that they know what to do. No, you don't know how long the consumer have laid on the floor. You don't know if you had something out of place. So you may want to walk around and look, do I have something out of place that would cause someone to get hurt? Be it a rug, be it a rack, be it a not, if the floor is wet, not having a wet floor sign, is it steps? Take the necessary steps that you need to take to protect you and your investment, as well as your employees. Because if your employees do not have the necessary training, that means you did not make sure him or her had the necessary training they were supposed to have. You are the owner, you are the boss. So you want to make sure your employees have the necessary tools they need in order to be successful. And that means doing investigations, following up with the customer. Maybe it's just, you know what? It doesn't even necessarily have to be a customer. What if it's just another employee? And if that person didn't follow up with the customer, then do you really think they're going to follow up with the employee? Maybe not. So you may want to just make sure they are trained properly. If you're not sure on how they need to be trained in different aspects and different situations, you want to give ABC a call at 501-291-1650, or send us an email to abc@abchr101.com. That is what we are here for, to make sure your employees have the necessary tools they need to be successful when you are not around. And we are empowering them in order to do the position, to do the job that you have hired them to do. Because if they do not have the necessary training, then it can be very costly to you. So, as business owners, I want you to reach out to ABC to make sure your managers, supervisors, leaders have the necessary training that they are supposed to have in order to keep your investment safe. So on tonight, I wanted to come on. This was our HR 101 tip for the week for our small business owners. My question to you is, are you safe? And if you're not certain if you're safe or not, I need you to take a look around at your establishment and say, will this person or will certain situations be costly to me and my family? Again, if you're going to watch this on the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, like, comment, tag, and share. Again, I am Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consultant, bringing you your weekly HR 101 tip. Until next week, do me a favor. Tell somebody to come on in and join us. Join on in on the conversation. You know, I like to, when we get emails and we can have a conversation about this. Remember, send us an email to abc@abchr101.com. Always go by our website at abchr101.com. Or you know what? Just send us an email. Give us a call. 501-291-1650. Again, I am Ada Brooks. Until next week, come back and see me. Until then, make it a great evening.